Hey guys, welcome once again to Destiny 2. We were in orbit there. I don't know what went on there. So, welcome to Friday's stream. Week of the 21st of July 2026. Friday the 24th, I believe. Is that right? Yes, so tomorrow will be the 25th, I believe. Just going to make sure that's right. I think. Yeah, so tomorrow's the 25th. So, yes, so we do that again. So, welcome to week of the 21st of July 2026. Welcome to Destiny 2 Renegades Search Reset Live, Friday the 24th of July 2026. Can you believe it's Friday already since last week? We had disruption last week, so we weren't able to go live as usual on the Friday, so we had to do it last Saturday. Everything got moved around. So, like I said during the live stream on last Saturday, fingers crossed for this week, and so far this week it's behaved itself. However, the disruption outside of my live streaming hasn't um, sort of died down too much this week, so it's sort of a bit of a nuisance because until they sorted it, disruption near where I live, we will be just doing streaming um, up to now 2 days this week and next week as well. It looks like. It's annoying because it disrupts everything, my pattern, my schedule, planned schedule. So until further notice, really, until I know more. But I'm hoping, when we do go live next week, next weekend, towards you know the end of next week, I'm hoping we get a sort of a bit of an indication when we can maybe do more streaming as I usually do. As you know, my usual streaming is Tuesday to Saturday, but disruption and things making a mess of things obviously limit that to sometimes one stream a week or even two, um, which has happened recently. So I do want to say thank you for your understanding. It's a pain in the arse, but um, I don't really want to try to go live and then they start sort of doing stuff to the you know, work nearby and stuff like that, literally near where I live, which is what the disruption is because it's making the traffic horrendous. It's making everything just a bit of a mess. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to Destiny 2 Renegades. So, it is Friday once again, and we are going to head to the tower to see what Zer has for us this Friday, the 24th of July. We just don't know what will be on the rotation this week. It resets every week, so we're going to head straight to the tower. So, like I said, Zer's here at this part of the tower. So we're going to go to the annex side, as we always do, to see what he has for us. So once we've seen what he has for us, we have to, of course, decide how we will spend our 47 strange coins requirement for the week. And then, simple as that for Zer's reset part for tonight's live stream. Then we will do some Crucible and some Gambit. And then a live, as it were, Nightfall run as well. So, since the changes they brought into Destiny 2 Renegades update, as it were, to the expansion, they've made things a bit more, open in regards to everything could potentially become the Nightfall run. part of a story mission. Oh, don't know what's going on here. Oh, right, I just for some reason decided to jump off. What's going on here? This is a bit weird. This is very weird. I have no idea what's going on here. What's going on here? It's just killing me. This is very weird. Very strange. Hold on a minute. Yes, so for some reason, we go to the directory. So if we land back at the annex again, it might not be annoying. So I don't know why it was doing that, actually. See, it still made me move sideways for some reason. It's weird because nothing's why is it doing this? Seriously, it doesn't make any sense because nothing's connected. So for some reason it is making us like walk into things. Hold on a minute. So we'll try this again. I'm just gonna ensure that it's changed. Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm just going to see if it's sorted that out. So we're going to go back to the directory, land at the annex again. I don't know what was going on there. It was as if like something was being pressed, but my character is actually not even, none of the keys are pressed, so it's sort of confusing what caused that. So like I said, my character isn't moving now, but it was before. But I don't know what made it move because there wasn't anything being pressed, you know? Very strange. So, welcome to the Annex. We had a very weird beginning to tonight's stream where my character decided to wander sideways off the platform and kill myself. So we're heading towards where Zur is to see what he has for us this week of the 21st of July 2026, Friday the 24th. Can you believe it? We're nearly into August already. So we're going to go around here. So Zur's new little location is around here. So we can see what he has for us.
My will is not my own, is yours.
So each week we get usually a different selection of exotic gear for each of the classes. Sometimes it's not normally two identical pieces of gear for the same slot type, but can happen. So each of the classes usually has something different. It is rare that it happens multiple times, but it can happen where sometimes the gear that we get for Zur's offerings for that reset week, such as this week, is two identical, for example, exotic type gear for the same slot has happened. So this week it is the occasion where it's doing that again. It was a while ago when we were last having this issue. So how it works with Zur's reset, we usually get offered exotic gear, other things as well, and then we have to spend our 47 strange coins however we would like to spend it, as long as we do spend 47 strange coins for his requirement for the week. So like I said, each class usually has two different bits of different gear, but like I said, there is the occasion where there seems to be a bug, and there seems to be maybe two out of the three classes have identical bits of gear for the same slot. Not the same identical bit of exotic gear, but another exotic gear for the same slot, which is a rare thing. But this week, this is what's happened. So, as always, we always kick off with the hunters. So they start with their exotic gear, which is a helmet. So this helmet we got introduced a long time ago, and like I said, with the updates in regards to Destiny 2 Renegades leveling system as well for each bit of exotic gear. Base level of 540 in this case. So you have three main mod slots, so you can pick whichever one you feel that your hunter might benefit from. It does usually give you a little description of what this type of exotic gear this helmet is really useful for, towards specific damage and that sort of traits like that. So maybe pick something related to solar in this case, and other things that help with the solar, and maybe mobility, maybe. And then we do have the tuning mod, which I'm still trying to figure out what the tuning mod's about, but I think it helps, in my view, I think it helps the minor mod to balance the rest out. So whatever you pick for the minor mod, so you got mobilities, something to help you, you know, grenade cooldown reduction, as well as your super and health regen cooldown as well. So the tuning could help towards something that will help that, maybe. That's how I see it as, you know. So as always, you can level it to level 5. and if you have duplicates of the same bit of gear. So every time this comes around in regards to Zer's offerings for his reset, these stats are different every single time, no matter what gear that's on offering. If you have already some in the vault that you've collected over the months, years, etc., it is probably recommended that you keep a few in case you might be able to upgrade it with the one of these new ones might be better. So then you could just get rid of the ones that don't work for your hunter. Ooh, it's warm. So we got given these additional appearances. So we do have a few of these new additions. So we haven't collected any of these, but at least you're getting to see some of the additional appearances we can have for our hunter's helmet, for example. So if you pick this one and then pick a color that sort of blends in, it's quite cool, that, isn't it? So that does seem to, I don't know. Oh, so that actually blends the whole helmet and the eye parts as well. It's quite cool, that, isn't it? So, like I said, the hunters start with helmet this week, and then their second bit of gear, exactly the same item, another helmet, a different one. So it does refer to different damage, stasis as well as arc. I mean stasis and more related to stasis rather than arc. So you can pick, ones that will help towards stasis, like this one. You do have other one choices, so maybe 2 out of the 3 main mod slots could refer to something that will help the stasis in this case, and then maybe the third one can help maybe drop special ammo, heavy ammo drops, orbs of power, that sort of thing, helping you get your super quicker as well. So you got tons of choice, really. And I think it's just the fun part of testing which one works best, for your hunters requirements, really. So the tuning mod, so whatever you pick for the minor mod, maybe some mobility, something helping with your health as well. So the tuning mod can help relate to something that will help that, or maybe like orbs of power, like I said, because the more orbs of power you get, the quicker you get your super, and then the more damage you can deal in whatever situation you're in with your teammates, or if you're doing, like I said, solo stuff, you have that opportunity just to kick ass in some of the solo ops, as it were, or story missions. So onto the Titans, which is what my main character is. So she starts her weekly reset with leg armor. So like I said, you do have 3 major mod slots. So it does refer to arc or something referred to static. So anything related to charge and all that sort of thing. So it could be arc mixed with stasis, because sometimes that does work well together, sort of thing. But I think out of safety precautions, maybe pick something. So you can pick either of these 2, and then obviously the other one you can pick the arc scavenger, for example. So you could have all the major mod slots arc related, or You don't necessarily have to, but at least you can just play around. And then the minor mod, you can maybe pick something that will help get you a charge quicker, such as orbs of power helps, you know. But then the tuning mod could relate to, like I said, something to help with, you know, mobility, that sort of thing. Something that will help the stats, because, like I said, every time you get this bit of gear, just like the previous hunter's bit of gear, the stats are random. So sometimes it's better on certain things than others. So you just have to keep an eye out what you feel that you may need to, like, sort of help the mods towards to sort of balance it, really, I guess. But anyway, it is up to you to play around with it, because I think that's what the fun part is. You get to pick ones that you haven't maybe picked and see how that does actually help your character or help your teammates, or, you know. This is the fun thing of testing things out, isn't it? So you have a chance to muck around with these mods, or well, as much as you want. But until you're happy with it, I guess that's all you can do. Just test it and then change it if necessary. So you can upgrade it, as always, with the new update to a level 5. And any duplicates of the same bit of exotic gear, in this case, you can merge the duplicates together, keeping the stats of the one that you want to keep. So this week, with the strange thing happening already in tonight's stream, so the second bit of gear for the Titans this week is leg armor. Again, a different one, so it does refer to freeze, so that could refer to stasis, which is sort of like a frosty thing, making them stuck in ice, that sort of thing. So cool. It's like Sub-Zero, really, you know what I mean? But for Mortal Kombat, so sort of cool. So maybe something that relates to Frost, or something arc, not arc, stasis maybe. So any of these. So the stats, like I said, are random every time this bit of gear is on the rotation, because there's offerings. So the one that you might have in the vault in your collection might be much worse than this, or much better. So you have a chance to decide if you want to keep certain gear as well, and then you can just recycle. But every time you do recycle gear, weapons as well as ships, everything, Banshee is happy that you're recycling or using his services to recycle gear and things. Sometimes we do get an exotic bit of gear that does refer to multiple subclass damage, for example. So it couldn't refer to stasis, of course, but then it could refer to solar, or in void, or in strand, for example, as a secondary sort of element to it. So it's interesting sometimes, the exotic bit of gear, because it's not necessary just one specific trait related usually, but can be multiple, like I said. So like I was saying, with the Titans gear, we do have multiple appearances from past seasons, which we've been very familiar with, like this one. So when we click on the leg armor on the first bit of exotic gear for the Titans, with it being both leg armor, I just thought, well, you know, you will pick this one for this one. So like I said, if you're happy with that appearance, but you're not happy with the color, you then pick a colour that would sort of look a bit more cool. So the other bit of exotic gear, so like the first exotic bit of gear for the Titans, so like for example, we picked that one before, so we picked maybe a different one, so you get to see what I mean. So for example, if you wanted that appearance and then pick a colour that will sort of make it look sort of more cool. It does work quite well, that, doesn't it? So both classes, the Hunters and the Titans this week, have identical bits of gear for their specific slots. For the two, usually it is usually two different bits of gear for the same class, but for this reason, I don't know why, but this week we've come across the Hunters have two identical bits of gear, not well, the same bit of exotic gear, but for the same slot. Same with the Titans this week, and it's really weird. So the Warlocks, the final class, actually have two different bits of gear this week, which is sort of like hooray! So they kick off with their gear for this reset week with gauntlets. So same principle. So it does usually have a little description what it recommends. So anything regards to melee, you know, that sort of thing. So potentially mobility is going to be important. So quicker you get around doing melee and all that sort of thing. But orbs of power as well, so you can get you super quick as well. So as always, you can level it to a level 5, and if you have duplicates in the vault, you can merge them together as well. So these are some of the previous Warlock appearances for the gauntlets. So these are some of the newer ones. So we had this one. There's tons more. So this is one of the new cool ones as well. I mean, this one's quite cool. But, you know, like I said, if you're happy with that appearance, it does look quite cool. Ew, how orange. So that one looks, so this one looks sort of fiery, doesn't it, sort of thing. So if you were happy with this colour, for example, or even this one, still looks cool. So second bit of gear for the Warlocks this week is a helmet. So does look rather cool, the helmet, doesn't it? It just, I don't know why it reminds me of a wasp or fly or something. But it does give a little idea, like a sort of a design for a ship. So the ship could look like that, and the side bits here could be like where the engines are. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes when you come across exotic gear for especially the helmet, you know, gives you ideas for like turning it into a actual ship, for example. So in this case, it does refer to Scorch. So it does refer to solar in this case. So anything related to solar, maybe helping you get you a heavy weapon ammo drop, especially if you have solar heavy weapon, solar special weapon as well. So you got a chance to get ammo for both, which all works together in regards to helping your character get additional boosts in regards to, you know, the abilities as well. So the mobility could be very beneficial. Or hopes of power as well. So you can maybe have two related to heavy ammo and special ammo one, so one of each. And then the last one could relate to something that will help get your, maybe your orbs of power, for example, or mobility maybe. So anything that will help with the cooldown, you know, for not just mobility, but maybe your super. So you've got tons of things that will help. Melee will help with that because it will drop orbs of power. That will help you super as well. So you got, so you could maybe, I don't know. You got absolutely shitload to pick from. So anything. So even your super thing will be very helpful. It's just trying to get the balance right, really. So, like I said, with the appearance, so these are some of the default appearances from the previous. And since the patch update for Destiny 2 Renegades, we've been introduced into this appearance. Same with this one. And there is obviously more than what I'm showing here. But these are the ones that we have been allowed to look at in regards to what's unlocked for my character potentially for the moment. So, for example, if you pick this appearance, this like the appearance for the bit of gear. Once you're happy with the appearance, you can change the color to make it look as cool as you're trying to go for. I mean, that one's quite cool. So you got this option as well. Tons of choices of colors. Do you know what I mean? Tons. So it's all about playing around, see which one works best. And the last bit of gear is the mark. So the mark is this bit of gear that's around the waist, and it has usually random perks, you know, that you can select. So this is what my character's got equipped at the moment, but it's just to show you guys what the mark is again. So in this case, we got everything related to the super and helping cooldown reduction for that. So the mark is down here. So regards to, so this mark here is random, so you just don't know if it's going to give you better stats than what I've got, but it is the base level of 540 until you upgrade it to max level. But it doesn't give you any, you know, stats or indication. Unlike the previous bit of gear that we went through, these do actually tell us the stats. You know what I mean? However, this is random, so just don't know which one. So you don't have to necessarily buy that, but it is another option for you to buy if you feel you need to upgrade the mark, as it were. So each week with this reset, we have to spend 47 strange coins. Doesn't matter how we spend it. So you can buy materials, including raid banners and some enhancement cores, which we've spent a shitload recently. And we also got other ingredients that help upgrade gear, get other resources as well. And we also get glimmer as well, chance to get some more glimmer. So like I said, you can buy 47 of these for 1 strange coin in return, and that will still count towards the 47 requirement for the week. So with the update for Destiny 2 Renegades, Xur's Reset Live, since they introduced it, they have made a bit of an update in regards, like I said last weekend, in regards to last week's reset. So we do have individual weapon engrams as well as the armor engram now. We used to just have the weapons, but they used to have the armor one there, but for some reason it disappeared. But I'm not sure if the exotic engram at top refers to exotic armor as well, or just weapons only, because could be anything really, I think. So I think previously this legendary engram used to be for both. So as you can see, the obviously made it so the there is individual engrams rather than one engram that could be classed for both, depending what the drop rate is and what it will actually give you, which is the other weird thing. So you do have exotic engrams, legendary weapon engram, as well as the legendary armor engram as well. So the armor one costs more than the weapon one. So the armor one costs 17 individually, or if you want to buy individual pieces of armor separately, it will cost you 29 per one. Where this engram will cost you 17, but I think they've limited to 3 per week. So one of this one of this one, and one of this one. If you just want to go for the engrams, for example. Individual weapons costing you 17 per item, and then the exotic engram at the top individually costs you like 29 strange coins for the week. However, the individual weapons themselves, so you've got multiple choices here. So each one will cost you 23 per one, but I think, like I said, they have limited to one or two per week in regards to these exotic weapons directly, or one only of each one. So you got 4 there, so maybe 4, and then you do actually have 2 catalysts as well, which we'll go through. So you got the Hawkman hand cannon exotic this week. That hasn't changed. It used to be this Ace of Spades, but they've changed that. And then the Huckleberry submachine gun and Lord of Wolves shotgun this week, and the Black Talon sword. And then the 2 catalysts, you have the Fighting Lion catalyst, as well as this catalyst. I don't think I've got this one. Oh, I do. So just say I've already got it. So the catalysts individually cost 71 strange coins, so you need nearly like 200 strange coins basically, but that's more than enough for the week. So like I said, Zer's requirement for the week is to spend 47 per week. So just buying 1 catalyst is more than enough for the week. Very weird, isn't it? So like I said, Zer doesn't mind how we spend our 47 strange coins. So as we keep purchasing every time we do Zer's reset, we get reputation progress, as well as it gives us rewards, additional rewards for just continuing being a great help to him, just by buying more of his stuff. So we're going to do things simple. We're going to buy some of these enhancement prisms. So it will cost us
accept it from the line.
So we still got another. So this costs 21. Just seeing what we're. Yeah, so that cost us 31 already, something like that. So if we buy so for example, we bought the raid banners, but we can buy the enhancement cores because we need some more.
It was the 9s. Now it is yours.
So we spent 42 out of the required 47. So we can buy these. How many more? So if we buy these,
it was the 9s.
Giving us more than what's required. So once you've spent your 47 strange coins for the week, you can then click on the Favour of the 9 buff, which is sort of his way of saying thank you for spending more strange coins on me this week. So we almost reset his rank again. We've done it like 3 or 4 times at least. So we do have gear to collect as rewards, but we also got this gear. So click on this.
Now it is yours.
So these engrams might not necessarily be any use. So for example, we've got a weapon here that we don't need, so we can actually recycle that. And we also got this one as well that we don't need. So we do have some gear that we don't need, literally. So we can put some of this into the vault. So like I said, we got given the mark ages ago, but every time we get this mark, it is random in regards to, you know, perks and things. So the exotic engram gave us this mark, so we will lock it into place so we don't accidentally delete it. So this will also go into the vault with the other exotic gear, such as this one that we got for the hunters, of course, that we bought last time. So I'm just going to click on these because empties the reward basket, as it were, because sometimes you can have like 30 of these to click on, and then it's like, ooh, got tons of this stuff that we don't need. So like I said, we are full with our inventory, so it's gone to our postmaster, the mailbox basically. So we say thank you to Zer, and we will not see Zer until next Friday. So it's simple as that for Zer's reset.
We have your back, Guardian.
So we're going to head to the main courtyard. So we began tonight with a very strange thing that was happening. My character just kept wandering off the platform without me pressing anything, and I just found that really funny, but it was really annoying at the same time because I had to head back to orbit on purpose just to ensure that, to see if it wasn't gonna keep doing it, but it kept doing it, didn't it? So what I did is I unplugged the literally from the PC the keyboard and mouse, because it's connected constant, so maybe that's what was going on. But since I reconnected it, it is behaving itself, isn't it? It's just really, you know, weird. I wasn't actually expecting tonight's stream to start like that at all. So like I said, we're going to put this helmet into the vault. We do not need this. So you put this one in. And we've got this one that we don't need. And we've got this one that we don't need, so we're going to put that in as well. So we still have 5 strange coins left, but we're going to build on top of that to prepare for next time we do this reset, literally next a week today. So this is the new changes in regards to what the vault looks like. It's more you know, organized is probably the best way of saying it. So you can click on weapon. So this goes through weapon or armor. So that mark that we got. So as you can see, we've got tons of gear. I think what they could put in is a little box to type, you know, maybe the name of the specific weapon or gear. Just maybe you type in, you know, chest armor, or just loads of all the chest armor on and all the gear. Not sure where that. Wait a minute. So this is everything. So you can do individual bits of gear. So like I said, you know, it'd be cool if you can type initials of certain gear to sort of finds it easier, you know, find it easier in their collections, because you're going to have a shitload of gear to go through. But for example, we only because I got rid of the other ones because they weren't really as good as this. Well, any of them. So that's why I got rid of them. So they have upgraded amount of slots available. So we used to only have about 800 slots. So now it's like over 1,000. That's quite good. So we are going to go on to the next part of tonight's stream. So Friday stream is usually the shortest of the entire lot, even when we do a full reset week. So next part, we are going to head into Crucible. So this is what the new update looks like. So the menu for the Nightfall, as well as the other side of Crucible. You got this side of Crucible as well as this one. And then you've got the raids and dungeons here, and also you've got the mini seasonal thing for the week to try to get this done for the week. It's not a must, but it is very helpful if you want to try to get the main season rewards. So the main season of Triumphant, it's been going on for a while, and even though I've only been technically live Fridays and Saturdays, or in Fridays for Zeus Reset, doing a brief visit of Crucible and Gambit, and also one Nightfall run. A lot of the players would do this for the entire week, but in my character's case, just a brief visit. So even though it's a brief visit, we've done massive progress in regards to the main season. It's just scary how quickly we're getting it done. So we're going to go into Crucible, click on this side of Crucible. So we do have Supremacy here, and we also have Control.
This place would starve.
Gotta be a better way.
I'm trying to think what Supremacy. Ah, right, it's the crest thing. So if this loads up okay, we can see if it works. If not, we do the normal Control. So how we usually do things, we usually do 4 of this side of Crucible, and then we do 4 of the Gambit side of Crucible, and then a live Nightfall run. As simple as that, basically. So I have been able to edit the solo op or solo playlist to try it out, really. So a solo mission took like half an hour or something, but it was quite cool. So I have been able to edit it, so that will be uploaded. There is another one that I will edit. It takes ages to edit, because even though it might be like what, half an hour, it takes like hours to edit. It's bloody annoying, really. I just wish it was quicker, but it isn't. So the other thing I've noticed as well, because there was Mayhem, there was Rift and other events that you could do in Crucible. And since the update that brought in for Destiny 2 Renegades most recently, it allows you to find players that usually before we had that problem where there wasn't anyone wanting to do it, but it actually finds players regardless, it seems, and that's sort of very good, really, because you could spend ages in the queue just waiting for something, but this is where they need to make it a bit more simplified, to allow us to queue for multiple things at the same time. So whatever comes up first, Rift, Mayhem if it's on the rotation, Scorch, Control. So whatever one, it finds players to start an instance, and then it puts you back into the big list again. So I think that's what's good, but I think they should have something like that to so you can queue for Gambit at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Instead of having to physically come out with a menu and click on, Same with the Vanguard playlist. That could be an option as well. So in Supremacy, they drop a crest and you collect it. So every time you get murdered, you drop a crest. So if your teammate picks up your crest after you've been murdered, the team don't benefit from that. It's still Crucible. So it's a mixture of PvP/PvE because of the crests. So I do hope you will enjoy it.
Careful, Guardian. You must protect your crest.
Why? This is weird again. It's like... it's been weird. It's like I'm pressing. What's going on here? I haven't even pressed anything. Seriously, I haven't pressed anything. I'm gonna have to sort this out again. Right, hopefully that's fixed it. Because for some reason it was just being weird again. What? Yeah, so before it was being weird because it was like saying I was like doing a maneuver where I wasn't even pressing the keyboard. The keyboard wasn't even being pressed, so I was thinking it was like some sort of strange bug. Yay! So as you can see, I collected the crest. So every time an enemy player dies, like I died, we drop a crest. Ah! So at least it's behaving itself sort of now, but it's just been a bit weird occasionally, hasn't it? Who's shooting? So my teammate collected a crest that was dropped. So sometimes the score could be really really one-sided, but then it's very scary how quickly your team could catch up. It just something's very, very weird how quickly it could all change within a second. Well, that was funny, you fucking missed. I think that was rather embarrassing because he fucking missed. What? Somebody following me.
Change the lead.
Oh! It is fun supremacy, but like I said, they should switch up the indicator because then it's more crucial. Ah! How did he not die?
5 minutes left. Keep it up. Well, that was funny. You fucking missed again.
No, seriously, that was fucking weird. He fucking missed again. So I've kept the bazooka from last time we were live because doing bazooka kills is really funny.
Now make it rain.
Because you can sometimes make a bloody mess of it. How come we didn't die? That didn't make any sense either. So... one thing that they have kept oh dear is the fact that obviously when you die you lose your super ammo. Heavy ammo when you collect it, so if you've got some available, use it before you die, and then you don't wait. It's not a waste. So I'm going to activate my super, which is a rare thing to see, especially during supremacy. To be honest, I usually don't get a bloody chance. What? Where's he fucking at?
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. What can stop you if you fight together?
Yes,
Nothing.
fight together. So, supremacy is a mixture of PvP/PvE because we're having to collect something as a team, as there were crests. So it's like Gambit, really. How come we didn't die? I'm gonna blow your face up. What?
You're almost there.
That was quite funny. So that's the other thing with heavy ammo. Everyone wants to get it, so it could be the bait as well. This is weird because we were behind in regards to the score, so I don't understand how we've come back and won. Other than the team, we're so far ahead. So maybe they didn't think they would lose.
Full of crests and all the glory that goes.
I have no idea. So even though we're here briefly, still getting little requirements done for the week. So we're going to start another supremacy. So I do hope everyone's had a decent week. The weather's been a bit better improved. Still about 20 this week. Bit more breezy today, so at least cool down a bit. So last time we were in Destiny 2 Renegades last weekend, last Saturday. I did change the ship to this one. So we did have the previous ship that was on the rotation in regards to ship in my collection. So what we will do every time we do this reset is switch the ship to a different one that we haven't been or had equipped, for example. So we didn't have this ship last week, so that's why you're seeing that this week. So next week we'll just before we end tonight's stream, I will switch it again, so it'll be a different ship, and then next week you will see a different ship. It's quite cool, isn't it? So we're going to head into another supremacy. Same principle, work as a team. So it's a mixture of PvP / PvE, where we have to collect crests. Control is the same, but obviously we have to capture the zone, so that's where the PvE side of things comes into it. Where this, we have to collect crests to get points. In this case, it is sort of like Gambit, really, apart from the fact that we're not depositing what we collect. We automatically counts as a point. But if our teammate dies and we get their crest, the other team don't benefit from the kill. So that's the other thing that's really good. Kills don't matter as long as you you know, recover the crest that your teammates dropped. So that's where sometimes they forget about that because they think it's all about the kills. So like I died there, so I dropped a crest, and my teammate dropped a crest, so they got 2 points there, which is a bit of a shame. So my teammate dropped a crest.
That shut them down.
So the enemy team member dropped his crest, but his teammate picked it up. But he picked up my crest that I dropped when I died. That was so funny, very explosive. So like I said, it's all about... Ah! Fuck. We both died. Yay. Ah! Who killed him? Somebody killed my teammate. Ah! I punched you twice. So the only downside to supremacy is the fact that they know where you are. Like I said, Crucible they shouldn't know where anyone is. I mean, that's the point of Crucible, isn't it? Not knowing where your opponent is. I don't know what happened there. It was really, really hard to understand what happened there. Ooh. I like how he didn't pick up the crest. Ah. Well, serves you right. So before we used to have the problem of finding players to do the instances regardless of which one we pick. So the changes they brought in for Destiny 2 Renegades is the fact that regardless which one you pick, it does seem to find players to do the instance with. which is important in that case because it shows you know, progression in regards to trying to find players to do multiple instances at once. So it's finding players regardless, which is a massive improvement because sometimes we used to spend 20 minutes just waiting to do something, which it shouldn't take 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So I always say that if they switched off the indicator, how good are these players? Because obviously with the indicator being on, they know exactly where we are. So it doesn't mean a thing if they're killing us over and over again. It doesn't mean anything about them being good, does it? So they may think they're the best thing ever. But you know, if they switch off the indicator like momentum control, then it's more challenging. And if they're able to still kill us, you know, through that, oh, dear me.
The enemy's almost won.
Oh, sorry, did that fucking hurt?
Your enemy has defeated you.
I killed you, though. Being a shit.
Don't let this discourage you. Fight hard and glory will be yours again.
Oh, that was cool. So like I said, we've done 2 supremacies where usually in the past we had that massive problem that I didn't find anyone to do supremacy, so we did control instead. So now we can choose any of them and it does actually find players to do the instance with, and that's really good and, you know, step forward for Destiny. So we will do 2 more instances regardless what type of crucible, this side of crucible. Then we will go into the other side of crucible and do 4 of these. So if this does have a problem finding players, we can easily switch back to this. And after that we will head into the live nightfall run, as it were. So we do avoidance. So the more stuff, as it were, we recycle as well. Banshee, like I was saying before, it's very thankful for recycling or using the services to recycle. So what will happen in this supremacy? So sometimes it can be quickly over very quickly, and that's what happens when we, you know, you do it live. You just don't know if it's going to be, you know, competitive. Majority, you know, of the time it is. But it's just scary to think how quickly sometimes an instance is over. So if it is, for example, like one-sided with the score, you just call it, and same with Iron Banner when Lord Saladin was at the tower. So if the instance is one-sided, for example, same with Gambit, it just they do call it. So we haven't been that long live for Destiny 2 Renegades. Tonight it's reset live, and we've made massive progress in regards to the weekly requirement, XP requirement, even though we've just been briefly here. And it's just scary how quickly you can get the weekly requirement rep in a short space of time. You do have the entire week to do it, but like I said, it's just weird how quickly it can you can get the rep for the week in within an hour or so. It's just so a couple of hours, you've done more than enough for the entire week for the rep, and it's just, you know, a lot of players just want to do Crucible for the entire week. That's fine, helps them with the main season. So at least you have that choice to do Crucible only, Vanguard playlist only if you're interested in that, and you know, Gambit all week, the side of Crucible as well. So Supremacy once again. Same principle, we have to collect the crest that we drop, or the enemy team member dropped.
Slay your opponent. Take their crest.
So usually on this map we have control, so it is Supremacy map, or instead. Ooh! You. I like how he fucking killed me. But that was even more funny because you fucking missed. He's really, really terrible at aiming. Isn't he? He just tried to hit me with the bazooka and he fucking missed. It was really, really funny because he fucking missed. That was funny, blew you up. He didn't like that, did he? So that's the fun part of having heavy ammo, especially if you got a bazooka or grenade launcher. You can just be really stupid like what I was there. It's a bit of fun. Oh, what a shame. Ah! What the fuck killed me? That didn't make any sense. I just ended up being dead. Oh. Haha. So to me, I mean, it's all about participating. It's not about we must win or anything. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? That's the whole point. But people play or take it so seriously when they don't bloody need to. I mean, it's not the Olympics or anything. Well, that was funny. You bloody missed again. Ooh, look at him being a little shit.
Shut the enemy down.
Ah! Ah! Uh-huh. What the crap? Eh? Well, that seemed more funny. You thought you got away with it. No. My teammate got you for that.
Only 5 minutes left.
I mean, to me, it's just fun, just and a bit of crucible for you. But like I said, some of these players take it too seriously. They don't need to take it seriously at all. I mean, it's like in Fallout, sometimes some individuals took it so seriously in that, which they didn't need to. Ah!
Don't let your live without a fight.
That was quite funny. Ah!
Rise from this loss and fight again. Everyone loses. Not everyone fights to take their
So
glory
after this,
back.
we will go into the other side of Crucible. So we've done, or will be, 4 supremacies. Rift is quite good doing that time. So with regards to the minis daily requirement, which help the weekly, of course. So this resets every single day. So even our brief visit, we do more than enough for the week. It's scary to think how fast forward, we speed through this. Even though it's just a brief little visit. Excuse me. It is scary when it just flies through. It's just scary to think. Because a lot of players were spending entire week to do this. Get all the you know, little requirements done for the week. But like I said, for my purposes, we live briefly in Destiny 2 Renegades and getting a lot done in that tiny space of time. It's scary. So after this, we will go into the Gambit side of Crucible to see if we can do some Gambit. I'm not sure if it will be as stable, but I'm not sure. But that's the whole point. We will see, and then of course if it has a problem, we'll go back into maybe normal control, so you get to see that as well. So if it does actually find players in Gambit, that's good. Massive improvement. Sometimes it took ages to find players just to do the instance, you know, and it was really irritating because sometimes you could be waiting half an hour at least for something that it should actually find a team to do the instance with. So when they brought in the changes to Crucible, everything else as well, sorry, it just flew into my eye, I don't know why. It just made things more simplified in regards to how we interact with not just this side of Crucible menu, you know, everything seemed to be more stable since the update, so that's a really good thing, because like I said, in the past we had so many problems queuing for so long that it actually kicked us back to orbit, and then we had to requeue again. But now the changes, it is very noticeable that it's more accessible for every type of Crucible, it seems, as well as the Gambit playlist as well. So I do hope you enjoy this final supremacy. For now, if we have problems in Gambit, we will do another 4 more. So same principle, we collect the crest, and if our teammates die, we try to collect their crest before the team does, prevents them getting any points. First to, I think usually about 150, and then they win.
Careful, Guardian. You must protect your crest.
So this map is known as Bannerfall. I'm going to go first. I thought they went after me. But at least I wasn't the first one to die. Yay. It's always good when we get a heavy ammo, but it's usually a little fight over it, but that was really, really funny. What? Hmm? Eee. I like how you went fucking after me. Ah! Went after me, but he got murdered for that. My teammate got him. I don't mind doing really terrible. Like I said, it's a bit fun.
5 minutes remaining.
Hey? I punched you twice. Never mind. Well, that was even more funny because you fucking missed. expected those miss like that. Bit embarrassing. Well, that was even more funny because he fucking missed again. How did he miss? He literally did miss.
Three minutes left. Your enemy is pushing for victory. Punish them for it.
Well, that was even more funny again. He missed again.
You're defeated. Fight again. Persistence is key.
Ah? That could make any sense, is it?
Everyone loses. Not everyone
So I
fights
do
to
hope
take
you
their
enjoy that
glory
side of
back.
Crucible. So we're going to go into the other side of Crucible, do some gambit. So while I was finding some players, I just go and get some chocolate.
Style, sister. Bring their moats to the bank.
Hey guys, welcome back. I got my chocolate. So while it was finding players for gambits, I went to get some chocolate because I need some. Bang. So we seem to be against the Lucentide, maybe? So with the loosened hive, we have to
Incoming wave at the drill.
kill their little ghost, or else they're going to resurrect again. So I kept my subclass as stasis for the moment. Since we pressed at the bank.
Invaders here. Brace yourself.
Ah! Little shit. Literally.
Enemy invader is down. You can breathe now. Hostiles incoming at the base.
That was so unfair. So loosened hive. Sort of force. Ah! Fuck. Died again.
Watch it. You're shedding moats. Kill the blockers. Opposing team's got a primeval. Once it dies, they win. Portals active. Time to choose violence. Your allies on the other side, looking to make someone cry.
So Gambit instance can be over very quickly. I haven't actually changed the spec slightly, but it is important to try to get it suitable for the instant
Incoming
flux.
wave at the drill.
Too bad.
Portal's ready. Go say hello. Portal's up. Go give them my regards. Hostiles incoming at the base. Fight's over. Opposing team killed their primeval.
So, very first Gambit done already. So, click on Gambit. So, in regards to my main heavy weapon, I'm going to switch it around. Oops, sorry, you're here in the chair. Just a bit of fun in this chair at times. So that Gambit instance was done relatively quick. So whilst finding players, I will get some more chocolate because I've already eaten it. Hey guys, I'm back. Got more chocolate. So before, I don't know if it shows who we were playing with. Oh yeah, it does. So this is what the team was like before. So we're heading, well, hopefully we can find some more players to do. Gambit as a bit. So before it was a bit of a shame because not everyone was helping in regards to the team. So same principle. Collect most and deposit them.
All right.
First to get 200
Let's see
more
what we've
gets
got.
a prime level.
Hi, bring a sword. Following those worm guards didn't work out too well for the hive, did it? Hold on to your ghosts. Let's hunt some hostiles, sister. Bring their moats to the bank. Incoming at the ghost. Hostile incoming at the depot. Your allies on the other side, looking to make someone cry. Watch it. You're shedding moats. Kill the blockers. An invader crossed over. Fill them full of holes. You
Yay!
didn't start that fight. You finished it. I spot a high-value target. Give him hell. Your invader's back. 1 kill.
So, got maximum motes.
Hostiles incoming in the cavern. Hey, you're losing motes. Ice the blockers. Motes draining. The blockers must die, sister. Vader inbound.
Yay! Deposit my mote before I lose them.
Shaxx never let you do that. Enjoy. Opposing team's got a primeval. Once it dies, they win. Mortal prime. Go make it mad. Dead. Keep pushing.
He's more funny because he died.
Portal's up. Go give him my regards. Your allies on the other side, looking to make someone cry. Hostile incoming at the depot. Your allies down.
So in this
Take
gambit,
someone
we've
with you.
deposited more motes than before. But I lost some motes before, but I'm not guaranteed to have a great gambit every time.
Get those motes to the bank. It's time for a prime evil. Portal's ready. Grab your gun. You're not out of this yet. Kill that prime evil. Your allies invade. They
So
mean
at least we've got a
business.
primeval this
And
time,
that's
because
it.
before we didn't.
Opposing team took out their prime evil.
That was a shame. So third gambit coming up already. Going very quickly this. So with regards to my subclass, I was on stasis, so I changed it to strand. So we're nearly level 70 already. It's scary how quickly we are speeding through this. So next live stream after tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday, 25th of July 2026, we are live for what we would have been live last Saturday, for example, but we're doing it this Saturday and next Saturday afterwards. So we are live for World of Warcraft Midnight tomorrow night, and then next Saturday we are live again for World of Warcraft Midnight again. So meant to be there previous week, but like I said last week, we had technical difficulties, didn't we? So we're going to see how much further forward we can get my main character in World of Warcraft Midnight leveled up, so we can unlock the first raid and potentially the storyline to lead us to the second raid as well. So tons of stuff to look forward to tomorrow night. So whatever we don't get done tomorrow, we will continue the following weekend. So gambit number 3. So we've been against the Hive
Alright,
twice already.
Mavericks. Ready to see what you're fighting today? I got Loose and Hive coming for you.
That is weird.
I
So
still
3
want a
out
pet
of
hide.
the
I
gambits
know they
today
explode,
have
but
been
one of those
against the
moths
Lucent
might
Hive
be nice.
twice, and the normal Hive previous gambit just a moment
Get
ago.
ready for transmat time. The
So the
hall's
first
getting
one
hungry,
we were
hero.
against the Lucent
Feed it
Hive
some
and
motes, will ya?
didn't really go well. At least the second one, the one just previous, we got a primeval up. Very strange. So we've got shriekers, which are fucking annoying.
Hostiles inbound and set.
So like I was saying with regards to the Lucent Hive, you do not kill the captain's ghost, as it were. It will keep respawning. Making it very problematic.
Incoming weight at the drill.
We've got maximum more. Yeah.
Moats popped a large blocker on the enemy side. Portal
Ah.
is prime. Lock and load.
Fell off.
Hostiles inbound in the steps. Moats draining. The blockers must die, sister. Your allies invade. They mean business. Vader inbound. Hunt.
So where's the enemy little shit? Hmm?
Invaders out. You'll get them next time. Your allies back with 2 bags for the more. Almost time for a primeval. Fill that bank up.
Hmm.
Primeval's here. Kill it and win this.
At least we got a primeval up this time first.
Convoy eliminated.
So next time we do Destiny 2 Renegades live on the Reset Tuesday, as we usually do on the Reset Tuesday more often than anything really recently, but we will continue the storyline in regards to Destiny 2 Renegades. Soon, since it's completed, we should be able to do other things potentially, as well as, like I said, do other games that we haven't done for a while. Potentially, like I want to try is live games on the PlayStation, because we haven't done that for a while either. Something's going on.
Your team turned that invader into a grease spot. Convoy 8. Now devour that primeval. Invader incoming. Send a pack.
So gambit number 3 done already. going to click on Gambit for the final
Hey, relax.
time
You're making this look
tonight.
like movies. Keep it up.
So we will keep the subclass on as Arc because we had fun with that. So like I said, tomorrow night we're live for World of Warcraft Midnight. It's been a while, so we're going to see how much we can get done in regards to trying to get my main character completed in preparation for the, unlocking of the raid, the rest of the dungeons, and also likely be the continuation, of course, of the storyline to lead us to the second raid. But quite often we have to do the first raid first, so that will be really cool because we haven't done a raid yet in World of Warcraft Midnight. So we unlock, excuse me, burping everywhere. So for example, this week, if we unlock that, and then at least next time we're in World of Warcraft Midnight, we have that to look forward to. So in regards to Gambit, it's been weird tonight because we've been against the Lucent Hive 3 times tonight, and the normal Hive once. So we haven't actually been against anything else.
Ding, ding. Vex on the field.
Oh, Vex to Ender. So 3 out of
You ever pull
4
a gun off a Vex
technically
arm?
we've been against.
Don't bother. I won't
2
shoot.
Lucent Hive, 1 normal Hive, and then this last Gambit we're against the Vex. So at least something different to end, but it's relatively funny really because we've been against the Hive mostly tonight. So when we go into the the live Nightfall instance, maybe we will be against the Lucent Hive, or maybe the Vex again, we just don't know, but we will find out live.
Incoming at the gulch.
We have concluded Gambit.
Hostiles incoming at the cavern. You're bleeding moats, sister. Whack the blockers. Hostile incoming at the depot. Portal's up. Go take them out. Invaders here! Make them feel unwelcome. You're bleeding moats, sister. Whack the blockers. Your allies invaded. High-value target is on the field. Hunt it down. Put some rounds on it.
Oh, he fucking went after me.
Your invaders dead.
Fuck's sake.
Sending them back. Invaders out. You'll get them next time.
That was bloody fucking unfair, that.
Hostiles incoming at the cavern. Opposing team summons primeval. If they kill it, they win this.
Ah, that's a bloody shame tonight
High
for
value
this.
target neutralized. Portal's up. Go look 'em in the eyes. Incoming at the go.
So the other thing they've introduced in Destiny 2 is also the catch-up mechanics to help the other team at least have a slight chance of maybe getting the primeval up before the other team wins, and that's part of the fair play system.
Your allies invading the other side. Invaders down. They're coming back to you. Hostiles incoming at the cap. Portal's ready. Don't say hello. You just sicked a large blocker on
Oh,
the
that
middle
was
guard.
such a shame.
I can hear 'em scream. I gotta call it. Enemy team melted their primeval.
So I just hope you enjoyed that. So we're going to go into the final part of tonight's live stream. So we're going to go into the directory, as it were, and click on the Vanguard. So we're going to click on the Vanguard quick play playlist and see which nightfall it will give us for tonight's live stream. So in preparation for that, I've changed it to Arc back to normal as my default subclass in regards to the nightfall. So it will find 3 players, including myself, of course. So 2 more players technically. We will be sent to do something, whether it's a part of a long story mission, which is part of the new changes that they brought in for Destiny 2 Renegades update. So the Nightfall used to be a specific part of a storyline. Now it appears it could be any of the parts of any particular, storyline, depending which part of the map. So it could be anything. So that's sort of good. So it could be any Nightfall.
Got a good tip on some loot buried around here. Let's secure the dig site.
Our drill will attract attention. Be ready for battle.
Calm your mandibles. We got a hero of the Vanguard here to protect us.
Whoa! Already we've got a barrier champion. We deposit the treasure. Oh. So I think they were trying to either get treasure for themselves or trying to disrupt our treasure hunting, as it were. So the nightfall used to be you had to get a specific score, you know, point to have an achievement, I guess, for the week. But now they made it more simplified, where it's just you know, graded rather than you know, guarantee you're going to do really well. So it's all just points related. But like I said, it's more simplified in regards to the actual points total. And it's not timed, I don't think, anymore as well, which is another thing. Because that was the problem, you used to spend ages doing the instance and then you lost so many points unnecessarily. So sometimes it could be as straightforward as defending the loot that we got, for example. What? Kill the barrier again. Scary how quickly we're killing them. Scary because the other one just and we got rid of it again. Scary how quickly we're getting rid of the barrier champions as well. I think we killed during the instance for getting points. So it appears this part of the nightfall, as it were, we have to ensure with the loot deposited treasure. Digging for treasure, as it were.
That fella's making off with our loot. Get him!
trying to get that treasure. Never mind. What? Dead. Well, there's two. Two barrier champions at once. I don't think you normally see that, but it can happen. Actually killed them, even though I died. This is fun. Ah! Little bugger. Killed me. So everyone wants our plunder, our loot. Ah! That was cool. So we say thank you to our teammates. I do like this purpley thing. Head straight to orbit. Do crap that we don't need. So we're going to head straight to the tower because we need to deal with the full inventory. Well, that was quite dramatic. So I do hope you've enjoyed that. So we're just going to clear the inventory before we head out. So even though we've been in Destiny 2 briefly tonight, and same with next week, it will be the same until we do, of course, go live on Reset Tuesday as usual for Destiny 2 Renegades. So next time we're live on the Reset Tuesday, we will continue the storyline. Worst case scenario, we will go into, for example, Saturday stream for Destiny 2 Renegades and do the storyline that way. So we've got tons of stuff to recycle here. So everything we recycle, Banshee gets rep for every item as well. You could dismantle, for example, thousands of bits of gear. Sometimes you could get rid of hundreds just for specific rep rank as well. So we can see if Royal has anything.
Perhaps a barter is warranted.
So we've got 4 engrams. So could substitute one of these. Made tons of these prism things. So you can get 3 of these per week. Multiple of these ones. So I think we do have another cipher somewhere. Oh yeah, we've got another one there. So we will build on top of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been rather fun. So, in regards to the Eververse store resetting every Reset Tuesday, so this is what's available. And daily it changes as well. So we do have 4 of these to get something, but we can build on that as well. So, with regards to next live stream, I do hope you've enjoyed tonight. So, next live stream tomorrow night from 7:30 PM GMT UK time. Saturday, the 25th of July 2026. We are live for World of Warcraft midnight, so I do hope you can join me for it. It's been a while, but like I said, we need to get the character, my main character, completed everything so we can unlock so it unlocks everything available. So that will mean we get a chance to maybe do the very first raid, and then the storyline after that continues to unlock then the second raid of the expansion as well. Plenty to look forward to. So whatever we get done tomorrow, we will continue the following weekend. So 2 Saturdays in a row. So tomorrow and then next Saturday. But in regards to next week, I will inform you, you guys, during Friday's stream next Friday. So do hope you can join me for it. So it's been rather eventful tonight, hasn't it? So it didn't load up properly, made my character fall off the screen, and then obviously, yes, it's been very strange. So tomorrow night, I expect more drama. So I do hope you can join me for it. Don't worry if you can't, it will be eventually uploaded, edited if necessary, so you can rewatch it again from the start when you can. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say thank you for watching tonight's stream, even though it's a brief stream. Friday streams usually are. It's been rather fun, eventful, explosive, and no doubt tomorrow night will be eventful too. So, have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and look forward to seeing you for some more drama very soon. Anyway, stay safe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for some more drama. Anyway, take care.